It was Queen Ada's birthday and everyone on Ant Island had spent a whole week collecting gifts. The Queen sat on her grassy throne as each ant presented a gift to her. Oh, what a lovely berry! It was Queen Ada's birthday and everyone on Ant Island had spent a whole week collecting gifts. The Queen sat on her grassy throne as each ant presented a gift to her. Oh, what a lovely berry! Queen Ada exclaimed at the first present. It's so shiny and red. I picked the biggest one I could find, an ant exclaimed. Other ants brought pine cones, seeds, grain, and more treats. There was one ant, however, who didn't have a gift yet. His name was Flik. He was a clumsy but brilliant inventor. He had a big crush on Queen Ada. He told Prince Dot, Ada's sister, about his present problem. It can't be any gift, it has to be the perfect gift, Flik explained. But Ada will like whatever you give her, Dot told him. Flik shook his head. Ada is the queen now, so whatever I give her has to be worthy of royalty. I'm sure we will think of something if we work together, Dot suggested. Flik smiled. That would be great, Dot, thank you. So the two friends set out to look for the perfect gift. They looked high, they looked low. They looked under leaves and over toadstools. Suddenly Dot cried out in exclamation, Look, I found a four-leaf clover! Flik ran over. Unfortunately, when they both examined it more closely, it was only a three-leaf clover. Sorry, Flik, said Dot. Don't worry about it, Flik said with a smile. We'll find something. But something found them first. A hungry frog poked his head through the grass. Look out, Flik cried. Luckily, Flik and Dot escaped from the big frog. They took cover in a nearby patch of flowers. Now what? Asked Dot. Flik thought and thought. Then he spotted a daisy, and an idea started to bloom. It's just a plain old daisy now, he explained to Dot, but soon it will be a merry-go-round for Ada. Are you sure, Flik? Dot asked, uncertain. Although Flik was very smart, his inventions often went wrong. Flik nodded. Absolutely, he replied. This is going to be great. Dot smiled. Okay, how can I help? You can be the very first passenger, said Flik. Hop on. But the ants soon realized the daisy spun way too fast. Whoa, cried Dot. Whoops, Flik said. Sorry about that. That's okay, Dot told Flik. She still believed in him. Within a few minutes, Flik had a brand new idea. Maybe Ada could use a nice cool breeze, he said. He placed a strong piece of grass around the daisy's stem. He would use the flower as a fan. Get ready to chill, Dot. Dot sat down across from Flik and the daisy. Okay, go, she shouted, and Flik gave a great big tug. Poor Dot. The wind from the daisy spinner sent the little ant high into the air. Dot beat her wings as fast as she could. She landed safely on the flower stem. Flik scratched his head. Finding the perfect gift is really hard. Maybe you should just get her a card, Dot suggested. I will not give up, Flik declared. He paced back and forth, racking his brain for ideas. I'll build her a beach umbrella, he said aloud. She has one already, Dot reminded him. How about a sprinkler? Asked Flik. If I just find a source of water to funnel into, Dot smiled and shook her head. Flik sure was a determined inventor. Just then, Queen Ada walked by. Hello, Dot. Hello, Flik, she said. Then she noticed the fallen flower next to Flik. Is that for me? Flik looked at the ground and answered in a quiet voice. Well, not really. It's just a plain old daisy. There's nothing plain about it, said Queen Ada. I think it's perfect. Dot grinned. Me too. Happy birthday, Ada, Flik and Dot said. Ada smiled. Thank you, and thank you both for the perfect birthday present. Flik sat down next to Queen Ada. He realized that she was right. The daisy made the perfect gift, for it was a gift they could all enjoy together.